Tua, the evaluation of him for the last 2 years has just been stellar. We all know about the hip injury and the fact that no, I guess, team doctor has been able to, right before the draft, take a look at him and then look at their coach and or general manager in the eyes, and the doctor say, thumbs up. We don't have that. So now it's an evaluation of Tua minus the locked-in medical for your own team versus Justin Herbert. What about that evaluation in your mind, Chris?
A year ago at this time, it was tanking for Tua,
yep.
right?
Yep.
And they have 3 picks in the first round, and I think Miami might have 2 in the second round as well. So they have more draft capital than anybody in this draft. The people at PFF will tell you, all my mathematicians that work on this stuff, that the equation's pretty simple. That the quarterback moves the needle more than anybody else. It's not even close. The wins above replacement, the WAR stuff, and all the different things, it's not even close. So let's say that you draft Tua. You consider Tua to be the best one, and it's a complete bust. Doesn't work out. You still have the 18th pick, the 26th pick, 2 picks in the second round, more draft capital than anybody, and 2 tremendous quarterbacks coming, one out of Clemson, one out of Ohio State the following year, that maybe you get a chance to go for one of those. I did my mock draft, and I tried every scenario to take Tua out of number 5 at Miami, and I could not make it make sense. Okay, so let's say, because I've got Isaiah Simmons going to the Giants. I don't know what anybody else does. But Andrew Thomas is my best offensive tackle. Jedrick Wills, Justin Herbert, right down the left of the guys, Derek Brown, of the guys that are going to come next, is the potential now of what Tua could mean to that franchise. Is it worth the shot that he comes back to being the guy that we all thought just 10 months ago that he was that kind of guy? To me, it's still worth that shot. Now, I think that somebody else can look at Justin Herbert and go, that's the real freak in this draft. That's the 6'6" guy who can run 4.7, 4.8, that has this cannon of an arm that can get it anywhere you want to throw it. That's the poster child for the Miami Dolphins or Los Angeles Chargers going forward, and I can see that. Unfortunately, the PFF numbers and what he did on the football field don't measure up to that. They don't measure up to somebody going 3, 4, 5, even 6, 7, whatever. I put him at number 7 to the Carolina Panthers. And I didn't do any trades. I didn't do any of that stuff. I think the LA Chargers are convinced. Anthony Lynn is convinced that with Tyrod Taylor that he's got a player that can win. Lamar Jackson won the MVP a season ago with a similar style of play. And the one thing that the Chargers have always fallen on the sword not doing is fixing this offensive line. And I just look at them as a left tackle away from being able to compete. They've got the receivers in Keenan Allen, Hunter Henry, Austin Eckler, Mike Williams. You got to write down the list. This is, they got the pass rushers with Bosa and Ingram. This is a team. They've got a secondary that can absolutely play with the Kansas City Chiefs with all the guys they've got there now. So if you look at that, I'm putting them at guard. With an offensive lineman, the Chargers at 6, and I'm putting Justin Herbert at 7. You've got a whole new look going on there. Cam Newton is gone. Matt Rule comes in. They love the downfield throws. There's nothing Herbert can't do. So that's the way I put it.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.